How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Things just got worse. We got news out of China that they're going to increase tariffs. We have that S&P 500 falling down another 2.6% in the pre-market after it was down over 4% yesterday, 4.7%. We have Jerome Powell speaking later today. We have jobs numbers coming out in 2 hours, a little bit less than 2 hours now. I want to go through what's happening right now, talk about Bitcoin as well. If you don't mind, hit subscribe so you can see future videos like this. We're going to keep it short because the baby is doing tummy time and I think he's going to get upset here in a minute. But let's get into it. By the way, if you do want to trade, there are links to BTCC, WEEX, Blowfin, and BTUNIX underneath the video. No KYC. You don't need a VPN and you can start trading today. Now, we just got news out of China that they're going to impose another 34% additional tariffs. So there's an escalation. There's an escalation of tariff policy. This is freaking a lot of people out because we don't know where the end will be. We don't know how this is going to affect the economy. We don't know how this is going to affect jobs necessarily. And a lot of the jobs that are overseas are jobs that U.S. Citizens didn't really want, right? Like factory workers for shoes, that kind of thing. So it is interesting to see how things are escalating, and we're going to have to continue to monitor this. We are going to hear from Jerome Powell later today at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, his thoughts on the economy. We're also going to see, oh, hold on. The baby is done with tummy time, I think. We are going to also get the jobs numbers later today as well. We're going to get jobs numbers for March coming out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So obviously the market's going to be watching that like a hawk. We are seeing the stock market futures fall down pretty significantly with the S&P 500 down 2.6%. We are officially in correction territory. We might even be at market crash territory for the NASDAQ. I think we were around 17.5% yesterday with an additional 2.8% this morning. That would put us at a full-blown market crash for the NASDAQ. NASDAQ falling down 20% is a market crash. So with all this in mind, Bitcoin's actually doing fairly well. It's at the same point it was yesterday. It actually was pumping back up to 85,000 this morning. We are seeing interesting news coming out that Ryan Cohen, who's the CEO of GameStop, has actually been buying shares recently. I believe he bought right ahead of the Bitcoin news. So a little bit weird that he's doing that. I don't like that. It seems a little bit insider tradery, allegedly, just an opinion, all that kind of stuff. But it seems odd that he'd start buying right before that. That seems like he was trying to time that out a little bit. But most likely they are buying billions of dollars of Bitcoin here this week. Of course, there is some uncertainty, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them kind of dollar cost average into Bitcoin with some of that cash that they have over the following weeks as well. Of course, Michael Saylor continues to buy. We have BlackRock that actually bought Bitcoin yesterday, which is interesting. When the market was down so much, they had a positive day. They are out there buying Bitcoin on the ultra red days. Obviously, I'm guessing they're having a lot of conversations with their clients on what to do on the long term of Bitcoin, on being able to accumulate in these kinds of down markets. This is typically the best time to accumulate assets, right? I mean, look at the last, however many dips. They have been great times to accumulate. Now, sometimes you have to write them out, right? If you look at some of the longer dips, like let's say 2008, yeah, it would be nice to dollar cost average over like a year or two as opposed to just a few weeks. So keep that in mind, right? You want to have some cash to continue to dollar cost average, but hopefully, like we talked about yesterday, hopefully you have a job that allows you to put more money into the market over time, right? You should have more income than expenses. You should be able to dollar cost average that way. Now, let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Let me know if you're going to be buying anything today. I have some buys set up. I might have to do some additional buys as well. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see what Jerome Powell says later at 11:30 a.m. and how those job numbers come out. I might be buying pre-market, honestly, just to take advantage of some of these lower prices. But again, let me know your thoughts. Be careful out there. Stay solvent. Let me know your thoughts. If you do want to trade crypto, like I said, there are links underneath the video. Just make sure you know what you're doing. Don't go 100x or anything like that unless you really know what you're doing. And yeah, I appreciate it. We'll see you all in the next video. And yeah, the Bitcoin baby, loving buying the dip here. He's loving the dip. Bye.